Why dream I here beneath my homely thatch, when there they lie in sodden mud and rain, pitifully calling me, the quick ones and the slain.
Good morning, sunshine.
You
Let's wait for Brian to
need me,
get done before we
Christ.
get started.
It is no rose-age dream that beckons me, this pretty futile scene. It stifles me. God, must I sit and
Hit the high notes, baby. Hit the high notes. Good morning, Rona. Hey, Ann. Good morning. We're listening to some music on Brian's channel. I know we were listening to Brian's music. He was doing his poems. Good morning, Hey Paula. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Ann. Good morning, Rona. Good morning to you. Oh, that was from a poet, Brian Lucas, on his channel. I was just going to go over there. And he does a good morning where he takes some poems that he has been intrigued by, and he turns them into music with Suno. And this is his channel. Excuse me. And he's been going in the morning before me, and then at 8:30 he's usually done. So I try not to step on his toes. So I go on when I know he's on his last song, because I like him to be able, and people like to listen to him. So I don't want to hog tie his time either. Here is his channel if you want to. So he takes the poems and he puts them in Suno. And Suno creates a couple of versions. And he's been playing them in the morning, kind of as his therapy. I always want to sing, hey, hey, Paula, every time I see your name. I love your profile name. I have a good friend her name is Paula. Oh, you guys, what a great interview with Michael, literally Michael last night. That was really, really fun to do. I so love Michael and Serge. Is it? It makes us all sing, hey, hey, Paula. I chose. I got it. No typing error corrections needed. I knew what you were saying. Oh, it's cold out today, but it's going to be a beautiful day. Today is President's Day. So, no trading today. The markets are closed. All the federal buildings are closed. Lots of businesses are closed. Doctor's offices, so no appointments, no meetings. Hi, Traveltology. Good morning to ya. Good afternoon to ya. How are you doing today? Where are we going on this other page? No, go back. Ooh, AZ Crimson. AZ Crimson's doing his. We're gonna just we'll leave it on there to make sure, but I'll keep my eye on it. Make sure we didn't get no icky pictures or anything going on. We're gonna restream AZ. That's kind of a good. Hi, Irish Mart. Hi, Kirby's mom. Hi, Joe. Joe bananas. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. Kirby's mom, Irish Mart, is at the door. I was just talking about that interview last night with literally Michael and Audit. That was so much fun. Of course, I totally respect Michael and Serge, so that always fun. That's okay, Kirby's mom. You were probably sleeping because it was a little bit late. And I found out, okay, so today Audit and I are going to talk with Brigitte. I believe that's how she says her name. Well, Brigitte from, I I think she's from France. I love literally Michael. Hey, good morning, Miriam. You too. I loved you in Groomer 2020s. I love you guys together talking about that. Pup Groomer 2020. No, Journey 2020. I'll get it right. Yeah, I don't know if I said it right, Irish Mart. But Brigitte is, I like it. She's just a sweetie. I did, and I already responded to you, darling. And I gave you her email just in case you need it. Good morning, Power Lies. I sent you a couple emails this morning. I know, right? Do you want me to bring them up? Can we talk about it? Hey, Style, good morning. Style, I got your email too this morning. I did not open it yet. I was going to try and surprise myself in a little bit because I'm really anxious to see it. Yep, et voilà, Brigitte. From France, Switzerland, now living in UK, I believe. Yep. Okay, here, I'll pop open these results. Let me see. Let me find it. Properties. Opened. Okay, you guys. So we did the survey. For Health Matters for, here, I'm going to open up the first page here because I had it unhide. Maybe I'm going to open it up. Unhide. Okay, whatever. I've got everything hidden, but here's just the bottom line of it. So what age? 80% said children that they entered. No worries, Traveltology. And I gave you her email. She doesn't mind if people know her email. And I'm going to, here, I'll put it in here. I did give it to you, but her email is audit.in.la@gmail. Did I spell everything right? Gmail.com. That is Audit's email. And then, so Friday evening at 8, I'm waiting for Miriam the other Miriam Francis. Good morning, Adrian, to put up her post. But 8 Eastern time is going to be the child labor. I'm sorry, Miriam. It's going to be so late for you guys overseas. I'm sorry. But we're dealing with Australia and USA time. And that's kind of when it fell. So Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time will be Miriam and I. Yeah, we finally figured that out, and I still have not figured it out with my cuz. So, okay, look at these results, you guys, of that. First question, of course, was where did you do most of your services? And I've got it hidden. It's not surprising that LA is most of it. The second question was, were you a child or not sleep, right? Or an adult when you got into it? 80% said they were a child of this survey. The next question was, have you participated in 100 or more hours of auditing sessions during your time in Scientology? 100% said 100 or more. Have you participated in 1,000 hours? That's a lot of frickin' hours on the e-meter, you guys. 70% said yes. More than 1,000 hours. During or after your time in Scientology, did you notice any significant issues with memory, concentration, or other cognitive abilities? 90% said yes. Have you experienced any neurological symptoms such as tingling, numbness, dizziness, or seizures that began or worsened during your or after your years in Scientology? 60% did yes. During or after your time in Scientology, did you develop any unexplained or strange illnesses that required medical attention? 85% said yes. Were you diagnosed with cancer during or after your involvement with Scientology? 55% said yes, more than half. Did you experience any periods of psychosis, such as hallucinations, delusions, or severe mental disconnection during or after your time in Scientology? 70% said yes. Did you ever feel pressured to continue auditing or other Scientology practices despite feeling physically or emotionally unwell? 95% said yes. Were you part of the Sea Org or subjected to disciplinary programs while in Scientology? 79% yes. Did you feel that your overall physical or mental health has been negatively impacted by your involvement in Scientology? 95% said yes. But the tech works. Hey, Brian, I loved your show this morning. Yay! I love the cheers at the end. I know that was loud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up. I want to address a little bit to that, if you don't mind, you guys. I'm not going to name names and I'm not going to get into any stuff whatsoever because it's really not worth it. Where's your coffee? Right here, darling. Hi, Antics. Good morning. Here's our coffee. This is what I'm going to say about all of that brouhaha. One, if you can't see and admit and admire Miriam for what she is doing and the work and the effort and the love that she is showing for no more kids in Scientology, baby, you just get out of it. Osa, come get your children. Come get your boys. Osa, go away. We've got work to do. We don't need your hassle and your putz. Osa, go away. Go away. That's all I got to say about it. You know what? Miriam is doing a freaking awesome job. You're welcome, Joe Bananas. Because if you are daft enough to think that we do this to honor somebody, get out of here. Right? Get out of here. I'm going to say that in my Amy voice, in my mini voice. Get out of here. Go away. That's my Cricket Cinema too. Get out of here. Osa, go get your boys. Absolutely. Miriam, Muriel, Merjam. That's okay. That's all right. We don't mind caps. It's Osa. It's Osa. Come on. We're not stupid, man. We're not stupid. Osa, come get your boys. I got a picture in my head that I tell you guys, I think in spreadsheets and I write in spreadsheets, but I think in pictures. And I wish the picture in my brain, because I love to paint, the picture in my brain could come out on paper or art-wise, how it's in my brain, because I get frustrated. And then I don't really want to say it because I want to try and draw it. Exactly, style. But you know what? To be real honest, fling, whatever. 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 That's right. The truth is the truth, Osa. Osa, we see your tactics are showing. Osa, cover up your biscuits. We see 'em right through your clothes. The emperor has no clothes, darling. Go away. Okay, that's what I have to say about that. Osa being Osa. Got it, good. Okay, Power Lies. What do you think? You think these are surprising answers? I wish we had more people in the poll. Kristen has to go back to YouTube school, Grammy. I didn't see what Kristen said. Did I miss something? Okay, well, that's the bad part is we only got 20 answers. I mean, it's still relatively good. I mean, it's an okay size. I really wanted 100. Because if you only have two people answer, you get a 50-50 a lot. You get 100% or 50%. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. She works or replace. I was looking for her in chat. I'm like, hmm. Yeah, Kristen and Olivia and Jennifer and Janet and Susan Furios, who goes by 3 different names, and Kendrick Moxon and Osa. Come get your boys. Go away. You bothering me. Hey, Sophia. Good morning. Okay, let's get back to business. Okay, so Power Lies, I probably missed your answer in up above. Surprised, right? These are, I mean, 95%, 100% more than 100 hours. That's pretty scary that that many people had over 1,000 hours. That's crazy time on. That's like having a TENS unit on for over 1,000 hours. I know it's a misnomer and a myth about the polygraph, and I didn't know that until after looking at it. But have any of you had a TENS unit on or used a TENS unit? That's like having that on for over 1,000 hours. That's just crazy train. In my the picture in my head, I'll give you a sneak preview, is about an octopus. Um, but I got to get it pictured. I got to get it right. And then when I do, I'll share it with you. Yep. Can you imagine over 1,000 hours running through whatever you had your TENS unit on? That's like overcompensating. Mersey Dotes, how long in style, how long did you have your TENS unit on? The only time I ever used one is when I used to do therapy with a place that would they'd zap my muscles so that way I could try to walk. I don't think so. I've never tried an e-meter, but I don't think so. That's a question for Blow Drill or Power Lies. Or anybody else on here that used to use the e-meter. I know sometimes we have people in the background. Okay, I'm gonna start talking really, really fast then, Power Lies. You had one for labor once? A TENS unit? We'll wait for Power Lies to catch up. Yeah, I've said this a couple of times. I've always wondered if it would really even work on me, because my circuitry doesn't go all the way through. Yeah, the physical therapy machine, is they connected the the zappers to my legs, kind of like those that you like to get on a bicycle, an electric guided. Hey T, hi, good morning, darling. Good day to you. And then I would put braces on to stand, and then they would zap my muscles as I was thinking to try and get my buttocks and my quads to work to help me take steps. So that way muscle memory would try and get back. But that's different, I think, than a TENS. Are you caught up yet, Power Lies? T, wonderful. I don't know what conversation. Are you talking about the TENS on your... I know, that's awesome news. Powerlight says, Mertzi, no, the current is typically below the threshold of feeling, but not always. There's some debate, talking about whether or not there's a buzz. Okay, Powerlight is all caught up. Yep, style, and it was in... That's the first time I ever went to Ohio was a physical therapy place that did that. Hey, Judy, good morning. And it did. I mean, it did help me, but it really was only when I was hooked up to the machine. The muscle memory didn't work. But I couldn't imagine doing that for thousands of hours. Yeah, T, we're all excited for your citizenship. That's excellent. I will get there someday. You're 10, you forgot about it? Ooh, yikes. Yeah, that would... I mean, I saw some videos. I was looking through for some stuff, and they use it on children, especially those that maybe have CP, cerebral palsy, or MD, muscular dystrophy. But it's like limited. It's not. The e-meter goes to 1.5. Okay. Aussie, Aussie, T, Aussie, Aussie, T. Yeah, I don't know anybody near me that has an e-meter, but I would love to try it to see if it would work on me. Oh, hop back. Osa, you're gonna look really, really bad when a bunch of us degraded beings and SPs kick your ass. Okay, I forgot to say that part. That goes into the conversation from before. My ADHD brain is not doing well this morning. Oi, oi, oi. Who's the one that has the Aussie Aussie oi oi handle profile name? You're so funny, T. T, Miriam Francis and I are doing a child labor session on Friday evening, 8 o'clock my time. So your Saturday morning. If you didn't hear that part. For your Aussie people. That would be 5 p.m. California time. Kate Kirby's mom, thank you. Have a great appointment. Exactly, Power Lies. As long as we keep exposing the truth, OSA asses are being kicked in real time. Absolutely. Yep, I need to drag all my labor loss information out. One of my old hats. But it's not just the labor laws, it's the volunteering laws too, and ministry stuff. Yeah, muscle memory is tough okay, so when you're paralyzed, you can think about moving your legs. This is really weird, but I can think about moving my toes, and I can picture me moving my toes, and and eventually my toes will move. Just a little bit, just enough that I know. It's not enough to be functional, but your muscle memory, your memory guides your muscles moving. I know that sounds really kind of weird, but it does. But your muscles have memory of their own, and you can make them remember. Hey Ganja, good morning. It's muscle memory is weird, and that's what they're using the virtual reality, the VR glasses for now, with quite a few people, and they have a study going on right now for VR and people that are paralyzed. And they have a new study, I think it's out of Chicago. I can't remember. I'll pull it up here in a second. Um, where you put on the bodysuit and it zaps your different muscles or it moves for you, and it's by your brain. So you're thinking of moving and it's telling the robot what to do in your brain. And they've got a study that just started. I was going to apply for it, but I don't have somebody that could help me and go with me to all the appointments. I'd have to move there for a couple of months. Oh, wow, that's really weird. Yep, that's a new study that they just started, and they are looking for participants. And I really wanted to do it, but as I said, I couldn't move there for a couple of months, and I probably wouldn't be accepted because my shoulders aren't in the best shape right now. Because you have to be in pretty good shape to be able to do the study. But it's pretty cool. But that would having the robotic pieces on you. I think it's Chicago. Either Chicago or no, it's this one's Florida. This one's down in Tampa. Um, yep, Tampa was where it was at. Good morning, Lorelei. How are you today, sunshine? Lorelei has a new channel, and shoot, I don't have it on. I had copied and was going to paste it. Lorelei, what is the name of your new channel? I apologize for not being able to pull it right out of my head. And she was trying to get her 50 subscribers so that way she could go live. Sedona Portal, thank you. Let me see if I can find it. Well, I'm not going to find it that way. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. I don't have my thing changed. Let me get you to where you can see where I'm at. Is this it? Oh, 704. Okay. Then that is not you. I didn't think that was you, but no results found. Oh, 704. Okay. Hey, it takes me a little bit, I gotta be. I know you put it in there, but I can't go to it by just clicking on the link. Here we go. Thank you for putting that link in there. Hey, YRB, good morning. Hey, Eyes to See. Good morning to both of you sunshines. Thank you, Miriam. You're welcome. And that is the Scientology channel. Let me see. Let me go here and copy and go to my Fat Grammy channel. Let's get my fingers to work right. Got the fat finger syndrome going on this morning. Go to your Sedona channel on my Fat Grammy and subscribe there. You got at least 2 more from me. There you go. You're welcome. Hey, YRB, I did get your email yesterday about lawsuit stuff. That's all I'm going to do on that. Yep. Audit and I would love to talk more with you about that because there's already stuff going on about that. And our brains just kind of are in sync with that. I love it when that happens. You're welcome. You're welcome. The Sedona rocks are so beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the Aussie Aussie Oi Oi. Oh, goodness sake. I will give you a call. The 3 of us need to have a chat about it. So back to paralyze, powerlize. If you want to throw some verbiage onto that, I mean, 20 isn't a lot, but it's better than 0. It's better than the 2. That that I think we need to start using that data and start getting that truth out, getting the word out, getting the truth out. You put a comparison of the key findings in your post? Okay. Thank you, darling. I love it. Power lies to paralyze, and then the second, when I go to type in power, the Power Rangers is next. That's funny. Ooh, okay. Come on. One cancer diagnosis. Oh, yeah, this is good. Okay. Former Scientologist, 55% reporting. National average, 40.5 of Americans are expected to be diagnosed with cancer at some point in their lives. Unexplained or strange illnesses. You don't mind if we read this, do you, Powerlize? It helps if I'm on that. Am I on there? I'm on there. Okay. I cannot see the thing, so let me. Okay, that way I can see the chat too. What is that? What are the emojis on that, Powerlize? Is that brain? Okay, unexplained or strange illnesses. Former Scientologists report 85%. U.S. national data conditions 40 to 50%. Wow, that's a huge difference. Okay, then I'll read stuff so that way you can hear us rather than me assuming that you can see it. So neurological symptoms. Former Scientologists say 60% experience neurological symptoms such as tingling, numbness, dizziness, or seizures. The U.S. national data, specific prevalence rates for those symptoms in the general population are not readily available. However, such symptoms are commonly reported in various neurological and systemic conditions, especially like diabetes. So that's probably high because of the diabetes. Cognitive issues. Former Scientologists, 90%, noticed significant issues with memory, concentration, or cognitive abilities. U.S. national data, while exact percentages are not specified, cognitive impairments are prevalent in various mental health and neurological disorders. 5. Multiple chronic conditions. Former Scientologists, data not specified. U.S. national average, 27% of U.S. adults had multiple 2 or more chronic conditions. So we can assume it's the same, if not higher. Psychological distress. Former Scientologists, 70% experience periods of psychosis, such as hallucinations, delusions, or severe mental disconnection. U.S. national data. The prevalence of psychosis in the general population is significantly lower, holy crap, with lifetime prevalence of around 3%. Wow. Wow, that's huge. Pressure to continue, 95%. U.S. national data is not available, so it's hard to think. I'm going to assume that this is probably going to be high also, that most people feel they still have to go to work and be involved in life and be a parent and do their duties whether they feel good or not. So I'm going to say that probably I'm going to guess 75 to 80%, still higher in former Scientologists. So conclusion. The data indicates that former Scientologists report higher incidences of cancer, unexplained illnesses, neurological symptoms, cognitive issues, and psychological distress compared to U.S. national averages. These disparities suggest a potential association between involvement in Scientology and adverse health outcomes. However, it's important to consider factors such as self-selection bias, the self-reported nature of the data, and the need for further research to establish causation. Perfect. I absolutely can. This is Powerlize to Paralyze's community post. And here is his link. Thank you, Power Lies to Paralyze, for those questions and the survey. I know Audit had some questions she wants me to pop out there as a survey, and she forgot to write them down, and I forgot to remember them. So I'll have to get back with her to see what she wants. But we're really coming up with some important information, some important truths. If anybody would like to forward Power Lies to Natalie, would you please? Thank you, T. Because I know she's been promoting the survey. Thank you, Natalie, if you're listening. Thank you. And yeah, this is some good truth service here. Truth bombs. I I agree. I agree. I would love to see statistics of other cults of these same exact questions, the first one that we did and this one that we did. I'd love to see maybe a group of ex-LDS or ex-Mormons, or I think that's the same thing, or ex-Jehovah Witness or UNOI group or NXIVM, ex-NXIVM people. I guess you don't say ex, like you say ex-Scientologist. You don't really say ex-LDS, do you? What really, okay, my brain's bouncing around, you guys. Just jump in wherever you feel necessary. You, I guess maybe you do say ex-Mormon or ex-LDS. But when it's a real culty cult, you say escaped. I don't know how many people that say they left Scientology. Everybody that I've ever talked to that used to be in Scientology say they escaped it. Yeah, former. Yeah, they say former. Like I was a former Catholic or a former Jehovah or former whatever, And I don't say I escaped Catholicism. I did, but you know what I mean. I don't say I escaped the Mormon Church. I say I left the Mormon Church. Yeah. Did you escape it though? You just left it, right, Brian? Think about the verbiage in a lot of Scientology. Exactly. The meter's doing it. Those other groups didn't use e-meters. That's what I'm saying though, Power Lies, is I would love to see the correlation, the comparison to other sects, SECTS. Good morning, Cece. To see what their answers would be. No, no, I didn't have them, and I know the difference, YRB. That's not the problem. It's just the verbiage that when you think about it, you go, "Oh, I used to be a Catholic, and now I'm Christian inside joke. I used to be a Mormon and now I'm not, or I'm atheist. I used to be and now I'm not. You don't go, well, I used to be a Scientologist, now I'm Jewish or whatever. You say, I escaped Scientology. It is. No, God does not want you to pretend. That is not the relationship God wants with you. He wants your heart and your whole heart. Not because you're being made to. That's why he gave us free will. Good morning, Cece. So happy to see ya. Right, right, Mercedes. hmm Yep, Cece is one of the answerers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Power Lies, did you do the survey? The truth shall set us free, Power Lies. As long as we keep pushing truth and pushing what's important, the rest will fall away. Well, I know Natalie has been posting the survey and talking about it. Um, I know many people, I won't put their but I know quite a few people that did it because they did the first survey and the second survey. Yep. Cece, hey, Blow Drill, good morning. That's a morbid way to put that. Happy Day of the Dead Presidents. Thanks, Dylan. Now I got that stupid picture stuck in my head. Oh, you're funny. Absolutely Scientology up north. Here, I'll put a link to it. Um, let me copy the link. And yeah, I mean, if we get more answers, we will revise answers, revise the results. Power Lies, I wouldn't dox your location, you goofball. Did I dox anybody's location? No, I did not. And besides the fact, I wouldn't even know it's you because I'm not taking the survey doesn't take uh information of where you're at. Goof, goofy. What's how the street says that? You're goofy. No, I specifically asked for it not to collect identifying information of your email address. Thank you, Miriam. That would be wonderful. I truly believe that there probably is a study somewhere about the e-meter. I didn't what? No, I didn't. I'm not gonna dox anybody. I'm not gonna say the only person that I've doxed is because Cece said she did. But other than that, I would never say who did and who didn't. I know I can tell by looking at it because there's only 20 respondents who was who. But I didn't even post the where. So that way there really is no correlation. Because I truly want people to answer this freely rather than thinking that it might hurt them. And it is. And with more answers, that would become a better indication of possibly um, of location issues, like for cancer and stuff. I have read them, but I think they got buried. The John Hopkins, yep, I think that one, and I think there was a Mayo one also. Um, but you can't find the results. It got hidden away. Yeah, I would love to get my hands on it. And I know I've seen it, but I can't find it. Thank you, YRB. You the best. Hey, super cool. But they have a way of making information like that go away. How convenient is that? And there was a lawsuit, a Department of Justice lawsuit against the e-meter. What year was that? In which they had asked for the NIH to do a study of it. That got buried. Somehow that just went away. Amazing how that happens. I'm sure it had something to do with the green dollar. But no. Um, and it was not the IRS, it was the Department of Justice and the NIH where studies were requested Yes, Style, you do usually have to have, but somebody has. I can get into some journals. Oh, thank you, Antics. Yeah, and as I said, I found the Department of Justice um, complaints and the request for the e-meter to be taken off the market, and I can't remember what year it was, but it all got washed away. It all went into the la la land, into the black hole of the universe. Somehow, some way, go figure. But all of that needs to come back up. We need to document. We need to get more. I would love to have more participants in this survey to have a better, at least 100, because 100's more of a round number. It does. The NIH study says it doesn't work, and that's why they have to put uh, that thing on there, and it's supposed to be on the front, not the bottom. And it says that it is for religious purposes only, and that it is not a medical device. Because they got sued way back when, and it hasn't changed any. That is still, it's still supposed to say it is for for entertainment purposes only, or whatever it says. Um, so that is true, but it doesn't give the safety precautions about how many hours you should do it, and don't do it for 1,000+ hours. And there's no precautionary tales on there. That's what needs to be added. You did. I know you did. Antics, it's like Sue Denim. Pseudonym. Got super cool and pseudonym. The clever little girls. Clever little Sues. I say in my Irish voice. Clever little Sues. Yes, and oh, it was the FDA, not the NIH. So the NIH did the original lawsuit and made him put the labels on there. It was the FDA that there was a claim to the FDA. Thank you very much, Antics, or Mertzi Dotes. It was the Department of Justice and the FDA. Right, Cece? Yeah, you can get into them. Some of them are paid for the journals, for the you right, YRB, but I think they did. I think it's just being buried. Uh, OSHA may have done studies. They may have done claims. I don't know. That's a good place to look, Mertzidotes. If there's been any OSHA violations or OSHA complaints. I haven't looked at that. The only issue with that is that OSHA, I don't think, regulates volunteerism. OSHA is a labor, and the and the public isn't labor. Yeah, and Powerlize, your brand new one that you did yesterday, the day before, was fabulous. That it's only a couple of minutes long, and it's fabulous. You're just doing a wonderful, incredible job, Powerlize, putting this all together. So that was my thought. I'm bouncing. I know. That was my thought on OSHA, though, is that it's OSHA deals with labor violations, and church ministry stuff is either volunteer ministry, not necessarily workers, like workers' comp. Good night, T. Happy citizenship to ya. Night, night. Oi, oi. I see, oi, oi. Have a good day. You're right, YRB. Yeah, I'm hoping they do, but that would be kind of cool. The Gnome Roamer? Ooh, nice. It's flying across the ocean. Once this becomes broadly known, those won't mean a thing. You're right. It's it's the web of deceit, the octopus of arms. I'm showing my picture again, that we're gonna pluck those arms and untangle it. And CST, RTC, COS, they're gonna have a hard time protecting the doctrine and the tech and the power and the money. You, the staff members and the hired auditors get paid with a 1099, but it's on a wire. Let me explain how it's worked. Hey, Benebeck, 33. I did not, but that's homework. The new Family Guy episode, Fat Gun. I'm gonna have to watch that. Right, the contracts don't counter coercion and deception. You're right. And to be real honest, let me let me explain how I figured out what they do. So you know how, and it's not even a 1099 really. You know how a vacuum salesman works? Kind of like the MLM vacuum salesman. That's how they're doing it. Is I'm gonna have to rethink my whole brain because I figured it out when I was researching the Portland org of how they were paying people, and they don't do it on 1099s. So they sell a bunch of vacuums at basic rate to the distributors. You're going to be the clown behind the glass? Okay. Right. So, right. It's not a 10. Hey, Peter. Good morning. It's not a 10. Let me explain. Let me explain. Don't talk. So they sell the MLM person a whole bunch of vacuums, and then the people sell the vacuums, and I'm talking about the services that they sell in the staff. So they sell the vacuums for an upmarked price, and then they keep the profit of their 10%, whatever it happens to be, and they pay the rest back to the org. So the only thing they're truly getting is their sales of their 10% of the service that they sold. And they're not having to get a 1099 because they had bought the service packets. I know I'm confusing some of you, from RTC or CTS or CRT or whatever the name, whatever ABC name that they want to give them. So nobody's 1099'd because all it was a product sold, and then they bought it back and they gave it back, like returned it for everything but their 10% profit. I figured out their game. That's how they're doing it. So nobody's 1099'd or an employee. Does that make sense, YRB? They they if they would have put this thinking into really truly trying to save the world, what a phenomenal thing. But instead they're using it for shit. Exactly, Sue. Almost like an Amazon reseller without the Amazon. Right. Exactly. So all they're doing is that's a perfect example. Thank you. I may even use that example because that's more to date rather than the vacuum. The the commission on the sales is what they keep as their profit of their own businesses. So each of those staff members open up their own corporations, and the orgs are their own corporations. So as it flows back, there's no 1099s. I caught him on that. I mean, I'm sure other people have caught him too. I'm not like the brilliant person here, but I kept trying to figure out how they were doing it without employees, without 1099s. Yep, it's the licensing fee, but it's essentially just buying, selling, and returning are the mechanisms of that scam. And if they'd used this shit for good, what an incredible thing they could do. There you go. So there's no 1099 involved. Totally bypassing, so RTC, COS, which COS isn't really a organization anyways, RTC, blah, 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 CST, it's the old independent contractors without the 1099. Yeah, that's another good example. Uber drivers. You at least blow drill. Blow drill, did you do that survey? Would you do that survey? Please, if you didn't. There's a form. Okay. Yeah, this is it it's another way that they have escaped the IRS to pay taxes or to pay their employee taxes or their fair share of anything. because then it even probably, and I didn't think about this till just now, when they give back the money, when they return the product, they're looking at it maybe as a donation to the 501c3. Exactly. It's not just money. And that's the picture. Maybe you could help me, Powerlize, put this picture together. Because as I said, it used to be the doctrine and the tech, and the doctrine and the tech are in the chest, the treasure chest. And then David Miscavige comes in, and he's really power and money, but it's the doctrine and the tech that's still back there. It, it's all a cage of hiding the doctrine and the tech. And that's what we need to rip open the cage. Powerlice has a good question for you, Blow Drill. Are you referring to the electroplating smell? Oh, Haggis. Good morning to ya. Good morning to ya, darling. I want some fresh bread. In Powerlice, I'm admittedly saying you are correct. Sophia, yep, that's what they do. YRB, yep, that's exactly. Now, think about it. Let's finish walking this through. So the individual has to claim the profits as their income, minus, of course, their standard deductions and all of that. But then the money they pay back for the service could be a donation into a religious corporation, and it reduces their income, and it's not taxable. What a scam. What a scam. I know, right? Yummy homemade bread toasted with some real butter. Oh, you guys are making me hungry. I love oat bread. My favorite bread is with some like rosemary in it, baked into it, like a rosemary garlic bread. Focaccia in sourdough. Oh, haggis. Get that little carrier pigeon to fly some over to me. I know, I love homemade bread. With a dash of garlic and rosemary baked in. Yum, yum. I wanted some bagels the other day. I know, I'm right. I'm like, breakfast, that sounds good. You guys are gonna make me go fluff and buff. I know, we'd have to pay. Lightly sourdough with whipped cream cheese. I know, I have cream cheese in the fridge. And I've got some blueberry bagels and I got a half of a blueberry bagel left in there. But it just doesn't sound good like a garlic rosemary focaccia or a bread with a little bit of uh, EVO to dip it into. Ooh, that sounds really good, haggis. Fool of a took. Oh, yeah, I know. I need to send my son for some, but Walmart doesn't really have good bread. I need to find a nice bakery around here. Creamy Delice cheese. Delice. Delice. How do you say that, haggis? Okay, thanks, Peter. I don't have a food processor, but thank you. Um, Amy, oh Amy, where are you this morning? I'm hoping you're just enjoying your day off with your daughter. McDonald's. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on a sesame seed bun. Delice. Delice. Okay, thank you. Remember when McDonald's was really popular and you could go in and if you could sing that, they would give you a free Big Mac? I'm aging myself. I saw your message though, YRB. I know, right? A Big Mac is like, I know that's the grossest probably food and it's so produced and it's so mechanical and it's not even really beef, but Big Macs are good. Ooh, butcher's boogers and a burgers, not boogers, burgers in a roll. Hmm. Yeah, I don't normally eat bread either, but sometimes my son will bring home French bread and it's really good. Why are B, what happens? How come you keep getting removed? Are you taking them down or was somebody cutting you off? I know, I'm sorry, Power Lies. But every once in a while you just gotta put that stuff in your tummy. YRB, is somebody erasing you or are you taking that down? Is somebody messing with our YRB? Okay, let's make sure you don't get. Thank you, YRB. I'm just making sure we don't have a troll in here messing with our stuff. I know, I like Big Macs too. And and it's probably not even really chicken, but they're chicken sandwiches and you add a bacon, a McChicken with bacon and yummy, that's really good. Yeah, I know, Haggis. I wish I had your baking abilities, believe me. I know. I think they put addictive stuff in McDonald's, really, truly. Especially their French fries. I think they put something that's addictive in there because it just makes you put. Now I want a Big Mac. Maybe I could get my son to go run to the McDonald's for me. You guys make me bad. Really? Wow. That's an improvement. Truth in advertising. Roll my eyes. Right. And bread is my kryptonite too. I love bread. Yep, dipping it in the oil. I didn't even know that was a thing till I would go to like a fancy restaurant. Yeah, I don't, the only soda well, I do drink sodas every once in a while just for the bubblies, but I like my club soda. I like club soda. The addictive quality of McDonald's is love. You, yeah, I cook a lot of my own, but lately, well, since my shoulders messed up, I haven't. Now that I'm back up and about during the day, I'm back to cooking. Ooh, homemade pretzels. Oh, yum. Yeah. Hey, Nancy. Good morning. Yeah, I'm a club soda seltzer water kind of girl with a little bit of peanut butter whiskey, and I don't do that very often. Yeah, McDonald's fries are good. You're taking them down, fat fingers. Yeah, I'm not a cook and I'm not a chef and I'm not a baker, but I'm an inventor. Hey, Eaglewood. I know. And you know what? It's all bad for you, but every once in a while it's not bad. Yarn noodles sounds really good. What are yarn noodles? Is that zucchini noodles? Everybody does love you, YRB. Exactly, we love our YRB. You haven't had a soda in almost 2 years? That sounds really good. Homemade pretzels are really good. Way different than the store-bought things or the stadium ones. I like homemade pretzels, I'm sorry. Mm. Yes, she does. She kicks ass, that's for sure. And YRB, I got your pictures of your quail. I didn't respond. I'm sorry, because I had like 200 and some emails that I was going through. But I love your quail pictures, your quail setup. Hey, McSnorry, here I am. Yep, homemade everything is good. Pretzels with um lots of salt on it, and then you might as well just get into the like, yeah. Yam is a starchy root veg and is gluten free, and that's why I buy noodle and rice made from them. Ah, it's the temperature control, the storage to get them sweeter. Okay, it's an Asian thing. Ah, you've never eaten a fast food burger? I had a one of my occupational therapists, and she used to work on my arms for me, and she had never had McDonald's, and she was teaching me how to drive. This was a long, long, long time ago. She was teaching me how to drive with my hands, and the kids were with me, and they're like, "We want to go through McDonald's." So we went through McDonald's, and I bought her a burger. I thought she was gonna barf. And she's like, "This is an interesting taste." I still remember her face. Oh my God, that was so funny. This is interesting. Oh, funny, funny, funny. I miss her beautiful face. Japchae is made with the yam noodles. That sounds good. I like zucchini noodles. Zoodles. I like making zucchini noodles. Okay, Style, I'll see you later. Later, gator. Yep, I'm gonna get going here in a second too, you guys. I've never eaten In-N-Out. Never been to an In-N-Out burger. Okay, now you guys made me hungry. I'm gonna go eat and go jump in the shower. I will be on with Brigitte today at 5 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern, and I'm gonna go get all fluffed and buffed. I love you guys. Thank you. Power Lies, we will talk more about this, and nope, commissioner's meeting has been canceled for tomorrow, Miriam. So we have 2 days off. No public works today. It is a holiday. Okay, I'll wait. So nope, today is a day off. Tomorrow is a day off. Wednesday we have public works. Don't push my hand away, you goofball. That would be way cool. Nope, no public works. Thank you. Thank you, Miriam, for doing Brigitte's channel. I will see you in the next chat. Love you guys. Bye.